The benefits brought by this business that Burlings are offering is a very professional approach to the commercial lending industry. I used to work for Deloitte, and over the years I've realized that there's a big market out there for the right loans, properly structured loans. I came across Burlings and I've done an induction. I'm very impressed with the professionalism that came across and the knowledge that I was offered and now have and I've used works. I believe it's essential to have a professional approach to the commercial lending industry. We have the domestic residential loans, and that seems to be well catered for. It has to be, of course, dealing with non-commercial markets. With the commercial, separate type of lending altogether, you're dealing with companies, you're dealing with businesses, and that needs so much what Burlings are now offering, which is a proper structured induction course which will give you a whole of market approach to the loan industry, commercial loan industry. What Burlings is doing is giving the inductees the proper knowledge and base to go out and if you take my personal remit on this, I've always wanted to help companies progress, wanted them to make money, and often along the way they need a bit of help, they need a bit of funding. I've had, for example, recently we've had a pub industry in England has been going through turmoil. We have typically the landlord had gone bust and brought 256 pubs with it. I was asked, because I've done this before, to obtain a loan so that the tenants who had been occupying for many years to obtain funding so they could buy it from the liquidator. So we discussions with PCW, discussions with Christie's, and we ended up getting actually 100% funding for them. Not bad considering their credit history and difficult times. Great to see a company now doing well, a pub company. It's great to deal with an organisation that supports you, that backs you up, that gives you information, and they don't charge you for it. They let you keep 100% of the fees. I'll give you a quick example. Last year we were approached to find funding for an owner of a property on a large amount of land, and the bank really, it was a high street bank, had difficulty in continuing the relationship. By the time I got there, actually the bank had put the business and the LPA receivership on the business, so couldn't trade. It was property that was half finished. It had under 20 apartments and 50% were refurbished. First thing I did was I called the receiver down south. I said I'd meet him at the premises. The receiver came up, 2 partners. We went around the property and I said, if you give me 6 weeks, we'll have the bank paid off and your fees paid. Sure enough, with the help of Burlings structured arrangements, we managed to put in place £700,000, paid the bank off, gave some change to the owner. The owner got their property back, and we charged in that case £23,000. So it's great that we could keep that fee. We worked for it. That's not a typical fee. We charge small fees as well, but the point is that Burlings let us keep 100% of the fees. I would say any person, male or female, wanting to become an independent business finance consultant and assist companies obtain lending should definitely consider being inducted by Burlings, learning their procedures, learning what they have on offer, being given the whole of market, massive amount of lenders that you'd never get otherwise. I can't see any other way you could possibly find the amount of lenders on the market. And then when you've got those lenders available, you know how to apply which cases go to which lenders. I think it's great.